Yep.
Okay.
Well, Rob, let me end it off because I know you came in because you wrote this book called "Who Stole My Pension." Talk to us a little bit about what people don't know about pensions today, what the average person does not understand about how pensions work today.
Well, the pensions are bankrupt. They're gone. You know, my father, my poor dad worked for the government, and he lost his pension in 1972. And he still told me to go and get a job and all that. So my poor dad became a poor man when he lost his job, his paycheck, and his pension.
How did he lose it? Like he just got
He
nothing.
ran against the governor. See, the governor was a crook. John Burns, police officer. If you read the book, Sunny Sky, Shady Characters, you'll find out exactly this. He's an investigative report. I forget his name now. But he said everything my father was saying to me. They're all buddies. Shady Sky, Sunny Characters starts with Don Ho. Nice Don Ho. And they were all in cahoots. Supreme Court justices were all in cahoots with Kamehameha schools, the most richest school system in America for Hawaiian kids.
Yeah.
And all these estates just ripping people off. So my father, after he became the governor's staff, resigned. And he said, I cannot, in good conscience, ethically, morally, and legally, I cannot be part of your staff. So he made the mistake of running against him. This is while I was in Vietnam, defending the country from I don't know who. But anyway, I come home and my father's bankrupt. He's bankrupt. No pension, no paycheck, no job. And he's still telling me to go back to school, get my PhD. I said, I'm going to wind up like you. He said, go fly for the airlines. You read Who Stole My Pensions? My guys, my friends who flew for United, they're all broke. Nobody knows this.
Right, but why is this happening to everyone that has a
all
pension?
over the world?
Okay.
It says back here on the back of Who Stole My Pension? What's America's #1 export?
Toxic assets.
Derivatives. Still manufacture them.
Subprime mortgages, yeah.
Yep, subprime mortgages.
So is there stuff that, because my mom's a nurse and she's under a pension plan, union members are, for people that are relying on pensions or have family members or friends that are on pensions, what can they do to actually
That's why I
take that
wrote
next
the
step?
book. Because
Yeah.
not all pensions are bad, but understand CalPERS, which is the biggest state pension plan in America, it's California state teachers. They're $1 trillion underfunded. The reason people are evacuating California right now is because they know California is about to go bankrupt because of pensions. So if CalPERS goes down, so does the stock market goes down, so goes the 401k. So this coronavirus is one thing, but it's really a house of cards or a set of dominoes ready to start to fall. And it all went back to 1971, the year Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard, and we could print phony money. And we're still printing funny money.
Yeah.
So the rich are getting richer if you're playing that game of investing, and the poor and middle class are getting poor.
Yeah, the first thing that I realized where things start to look a little bit backwards when it comes to pension fund money is that, because I'm in the tech world, so when someone that's in venture capital, private equity, they want to go raise their fund, first thing they go to is pension. So it's a little bit backwards because people are giving money into a pool that goes into a pension fund.
That's the book.
And
you got it.
They go
you got
and
it.
give money to other managers to manage the money.
You got it.
So
you got it.
But what do they do? Like, what do people do? Like, what does my mom do to make sure she's protected? Is she just completely helpless in this state?
What you can do is what you can do. I hate to be flippant about what you can do. What you can do.
Sure.
Say if you're a stock trader, you understand how to short the market and play the options market. You're in hog's heaven. And when this baby starts coming down, like right now, a lot of guys are making more money as it crashes. You make more money in a market crash, but if you don't have that skill set, you're in trouble.
So develop the skill set.
Well,
educate yourself.
What do you want to learn how to do? I don't recommend it. That's hard.
Yeah.
So I saw this coming back in '72 when I came back from Vietnam. I went, oh my God, And then my poor dad said to go back to school, get my PhD. I said, poor, helpless, and desperate. And I couldn't listen to him anymore. And that's, we started this whole thing about our fathers and our families. And then the other thing I don't say is that my poor dad was Japanese. My rich dad was Chinese. They're two different people.
Yeah. I mean, look at the
You know what I'm talking
look
about?
at the economy, right? Yeah.
No. Chinese are different.
Are you
than
talking about
Koreans
culture?
and,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
talking. I'm being a racist right now. It's a broad generalization.
Sure. Yeah.
But every race has its characteristic, and we're not being a racist. I'm just saying that's
It's culture.
culture. Yeah.
And I understand it because I'm Korean.
Yeah.
So, no, I
And
understand
you
what you're
came from
saying,
Korea.
and I came from Korea.
You have 2 points of view. The 3: Canadian, U.S., and Korea.
Well, I live in Mexico City right now, so I've got
You're ahead of the game.
Couple different ones right now.
You're ahead of the game, and that's the best thing you can do.
Right.
You're doing something I didn't do, so it's good for you.
No.
But to answer the question, what can the person do? You can do what you can do, or you will learn to do.
Sure. Yeah.
And it's different for different people. That's why I'm not politically correct, as you can tell. I'm not Republican or Democrat. I think Trump's kind of a clown too.
Well, I think that's why people like your book. You go straight into the point, and it's refreshing because of everything else that you read in the media is super fluffy, super up in the clouds, and it's
positive.
It's very positive, which is helpful for some people, but it's not really going to help them get it done. And it seems like your book is focused on a very specific type of person that's willing to go through the difficulties of making mistakes, taking that risk, and obviously it's sold 31, probably 50 million copies. And because of the fact that it provides a lot of education, but the people that are actually going to take action are probably going to be a fraction of the people. So really the people listening, that you need to understand if you're the type of person that can apply the things that you've taught them.
If you're listening to this broadcast about entrepreneurship, you have a better chance than somebody in their MBA program at McGill, because your mindset's different already.
Sure. Absolutely.
It's a mindset to start.
Absolutely.